how good can bad singing sound with autotune? I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and Sin City's cold and empty. No one around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust.
Cool. There's the untuned raw vocal. So it looks like I got my work cut out for me. All right, so let's get to auto-tuning. I'm gonna add auto-tune to these vocals. Go up to graph mode, form it, makes it sound nice and natural. I'm gonna select the input type, low male, and track the pitch in.
I've been trying to call.
All right, cool. Now change the key to the key we're in, which is F major, I believe. And I'm just going to start jumping in using the note object tool or the squiggly line tool and make these melodies go where they're supposed to. And if you're not sure which note these notes are supposed to be, there's a piano indicator on the left right here that's a guide, as well as if you choose the selector tool up here, the little arrow, you can hold it down and it'll play the note as you drag it.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough.
What I'm going to do is lower the speed so it's just a really nice slope, harder than 10, just to make sure it's really tight.
On my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe.
And then sometimes you have a little note object right here where it kind of begins and goes into the note. And I like to keep those if possible, but I always draw a little note object so that it has this connecting line.
Maybe I'm going through withdrawals.
Cool. You could also hit the number 7 or this I-beam. Select this area, create or make curves, which will keep this exact thing and just make an auto-tune curve of it. So you can hit the arrow or number 4 and drag it fully intact of how it was performed down a step.
Sin City's cold and empty. No one around to judge me. I can't see clearly.
If you notice I'm whistling through a lot of this, I'm thinking of the scale in my head. All right, so if it's the 1 or the 6, the relativity to where I want the notes to be.
It's a really useful tip to help you envision the note that you want to hear before you click it in.
I can't see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh.
So the chorus is on a separate audio track, so let's go open an instance of AutoTune Pro. Graph mode again. Hit formant to make sure it sounds natural. We are in F sharp major, and the vocal is a pretty low male vocal. You could probably go either way with this, but I think low picks up a little more detail on a male vocal. Hit pitch, and then
I said,
play it in.
ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No.
I said I had my work cut out for me earlier. I may have underestimated. I
said, ooh, I'm blinded.
I'm blinded by the by. So I'm just thinking out loud.
I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
So with this, there's like some natural vocal dips that happen. You want to leave these in there.
You're the one I trust.
Cool. And then you have some spoken words sometimes in vocals, and they just sound better as spoken words, so you like them usually to not be on notes. So I'm going to leave these completely unchanged. Let's listen to the work we've done.
I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust.
I even like to add another auto-tune using the actual auto mode. Classic and Formant have different sounds. Classic is a little more of the T-Pain. Formant is a little more transparent and natural. Let's add some classic auto-tune tone though. Now you can also go play with adding more reverb to parts to just make them vibe out. Sometimes it even hides a little roughness if you are using a vocal that's less than perfected.
Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch.
All right, so let's say we do want to commit up to this insert. I'm going to hide and make inactive so we still have the original track. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to use this lead vocal that's now tuned and the correct notes to make octaves and harmonies out of. I can just option drag this down.
I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light.
We add auto-tune. Let's track all of this in. You know, again, change the key and the input type. We've got the format rockin'. Cool.
I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light.
Now you're hearing this filter I have rolling the highs off. The sound did not change because I dragged it. But because it's a harmony, I want the highs gone so that the top end of the vocal doesn't really clash once it's made into like fake higher notes.
You're the one I trust.
In these black lines, these are the notes that are in the key we're working with. 1, 2, 3. I'm taking just a big chunk and doing that. Some of the notes are not going to go to the correct ones, but this generally gets them there, and then we can tweak them from there. So I'm just going to have this faintly in there so you can barely hear it.
I said, ooh.
And then it gives a nice little lush stereo width.
No, I can't sleep on.
And that just helps separate the chorus vocal from the verse vocal, pops out a little bit more, makes it a little bit bigger, etc.
So now that we have a tuned verse and chorus, added some plugins and effects to help everything sit together in the mix, let's take a listen to our finished song to find out how good bad singing can sound with auto-tune.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and Sin City's cold and empty. No one around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust.
So there you have it, how we tune my vocals from start to finish. I want to know if you think auto-tune can fix bad singing. Leave a comment below, and if you love this video, then you'll definitely love the full-length 90+ minute course where we cover how to fix bad singing, how to fix good singing, and so much more, only at wholeloops.com. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time in another tutorial.